Welcome to the next session, students. In this session, we are going to discuss about the preparations of aromatic carboxylic acids and also about the reactivity of carboxylic acids, physical properties of carboxylic acids, okay, and also the acidic strength of carboxylic acids. Let me start with the aromatic preparations of carboxylic acids. So, preparations of aromatic carboxylic acids. What is an aromatic acid, student? I have already said about the definition of aromatic carboxylic acids, right? If COOH group is connected to the aromatic nucleus, then they are called as aromatic carboxylic acid. The name of this acid is, commonly we call it as benzoic acid, and IUPAC name is benzene carboxylic acid. Benzoic acid and benzene carboxylic acid. Okay, let us prepare this benzoic acid using various starting materials. Okay, students, let us start the preparations. Okay, the first preparation is Kolb reaction. Kolb reaction is nothing but when phenol is treated with carbon dioxide at 125 degrees C under pressure, okay, salicylic acid is formed. So, you have to take phenol. What is the structure of phenol, students? C6H5OH, benzene ring with OH group is called phenol and it is treated with CO2. Carbon dioxide. Okay, in the presence of 125 degrees C temperature, okay, under pressure, what happens? Orthohydroxybenzoic acid, which is known as salicylic acid. Orthohydroxybenzoic acid, which is known as salicylic acid, is formed. Okay, if you see the mechanism of this reaction, you have to take phenoxide ion and C double bond O, minus charge is attacked here. I'm sorry, I'm directly doing the mechanism. Single bond O minus becomes double bond O and these bond pair electrons attack C double bond O and double bond O becomes single bond O minus. So, here a bond, double bond O and COO minus. Okay, what happens here? Hydrogen. It gives its pair of electrons to stabilize the benzene ring and double bond O again becomes single bond O minus. OH, COO minus. First, the sodium salt of salicylic is formed. Sodium salt of salicylic acid is formed when it is treated with NaOH in the presence of a base. This reaction takes place in the presence of sodium. Okay. You will get COONA, sodium salicylate, which on further hydrolysis gives salicylic acid. This is about the Kolb reaction from which we can prepare an aromatic carboxylic acid. Now let us look into the next preparation. Okay, let us look into the next preparation, right? The second preparation is from toluene. Okay, from toluene. If you take toluene, do chlorination in the presence of UV light, you will get trichloro-phenylmethane. Okay, this on further hydrolysis, okay, what happens? You will get a unstable structure in which, okay, in which all the 3 chlorines are replaced by OH groups and 3 hydrochlorides will eliminate out. 3 chlorines, water molecules means H plus OH minus. These 3 chlorines reacts with H plus to form 3 HCl, and what about 3 OH minus? They will get connected to the benzene ring, carbon of the aromatic nucleus, but it is not stable compound. Water is eliminated instantaneously, very fastly, to form benzoic acid. In this way, from toluene, I mean trichloro-phenylmethane, we can easily prepare benzoic acid. This is about the second preparation. Okay, now let us see the next preparation. The next preparation, third preparation, okay, oxidation with KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 in the presence of dilute nitric acid. What happens? Alkyl benzenes, okay, alkyl benzenes, benzene with the alkyl side chain, when it is treated with KMnO4 in the presence of a nitric acid or K2Cr2O7, you will get COOH. Here what is happening? 2 hydrogens are removed and 2 oxygens are added. So removal of hydrogens and addition of oxygens are taking place. CH3 is getting converted into COOH, hence it is an oxidation reaction. Okay, student? Here, what may be the length of the alkyl side chain, it will be converted into one COOH group only. Whatever may the length of the side chain of the alkyl group, it will converted into COOH group in the presence of KMnO4 and nitric acid. For example, if you take ethyl benzene, benzene with CH2, CH3 in the presence of KMnO4 and nitric acid, you will get benzoic acid. And an important exception of this oxidation with KMnO4 is, for example, if you take benzene ring with one bond here, so CH3 taken 3 times. If you take benzene attached to a tertiary alkyl side chain, if you take benzene ring attached to a tertiary alkyl side chain, what happens? No reaction is formed. Okay, if you take tertiary alkyl side chain, no reaction is formed. This is an exceptional case of oxidation with KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 in the presence of dilute nitric acid. Let us see the next reaction. Next, Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction. What happens in Friedel-Crafts reaction? When you take benzene ring treated with COCl2 in the presence of aluminum catalyst AlCl3, you will get benzoyl chloride COCl, which on further hydrolysis result in benzoic acid, Okay, this case is okay, but you have to take excess of COCl2. If you not take excess of COCl2, in this case of Friedel-Crafts reaction, benzophenone is formed. Okay, benzene ring with COCl2. So if you take less quantity of COCl2, what happens here is benzophenone is formed. Benzene ring with C double bond O and a benzene ring. This molecule can be written as C6H5CO C6H5. Benzophenone is formed. Okay, this is the fourth reaction of preparation of aromatic carboxylic acids from Friedel-Crafts reaction. So the first reaction is Kolb reaction. The second reaction is oxidation with KMnO4. The third reaction is from toluene, and the fourth reaction is Friedel-Crafts reaction. Coming to the physical properties of carboxylic acids, lower members are colorless liquids and C4 to C9 are oily liquids, above C9 are solids. Okay, and the lower carboxylic acids have pungent smell, and from C3, C4 and above you have displeasant odors, and higher carboxylic acid will have no distinct smell to that. Coming to the boiling points, they have high boiling points because of they form dimeric association. I mean, if you count the molecular weight of formic acid, you will get double molecular weight when compared with the single molecule of formic acid, because in this case formic acid undergo dimeric association. So that we have to calculate the molecular weight for two formic acid molecules. So high boiling points are higher than the alcohols due to the dimeric association of carboxylic acids. Let me show the dimeric association. Okay, H, C double bond O, OH, and OH, C double bond O, H. In this case, what happens? Dimeric association takes place. Dimeric association takes place. That's why they have high boiling points than compared with other compounds. Next, let us discuss about the relative strengths of carboxylic acids. Okay, that is nothing but acidity of carboxylic acids. Okay, if you compare the acidity of carboxylic acid with alcohol, what happens? Alcohol is a neutral substance. If you remove a proton from alcohol, you will get RO minus, alkoxide ion, which cannot be resonance stabilized, right? But when you remove a proton from acid, it forms a carboxylate ion which can undergo stabilization and form resonance stabilized structure, so that proton can be easily removed, where in the case of alcohol, proton cannot be easily removed, hence it is a neutral substance. So carboxylic acid is more acidic than alcohol. When you compare If you compare alcohol with carboxylic acid, it is more acidic. Let us compare the acidity of carboxylic acid with phenol. If you take phenol and carboxylic acid, RC double bond OH. Let me write the resonating structures. The two lone pair of electrons form a bond here, and this bond becomes a minus charge. So you will get double bond OH plus a minus charge here, a bond here and a bond here. Again minus charge becomes double bond and this bond becomes minus charge. So in the next case you will get a bond here, minus charge here, double bond OH plus. In the next case minus charge becomes again bond becomes minus charge. You will get double bond OH plus a minus charge here, bond here. And final step, this minus charge becomes bond here and you will get phenol again. If you take carboxylic acid, RC double bond OH, okay, RC double bond O minus, carboxylate ion is formed and this undergo resonance stabilization to form RCO minus and double bond O. Okay, it is forming stabilized resonating structures RCO minus O minus, resonance stabilized structure. If you observe structures of phenol, you have both positive and negative charge in the case of phenols. Whereas if you observe the structures of carboxylate ions, you have only minus charge. I mean in phenol there is a charge separation of plus and minus. Whereas in acid there is no charge separation. We are getting only a single charge in resonance stabilized structures of carboxylate ion. That's why carboxylic acids are more stronger and acidic than phenol. Okay. Now let us compare the acidity of alcohol, phenol, acid. How you will write, students? Acid is more acidic than phenol, which is weakly acidic, and finally alcohol, which is a neutral substance. Okay, students? Next. What happens with electron releasing groups and what happens with electron withdrawing groups? If an electron releasing groups are present, for example, if electron releasing groups are present on acid molecules, they deactivate the benzene nucleus. If electron releasing groups are present in carboxylic acid, they deactivate the benzene ring. So the acid becomes less stronger, so that the acid becomes less stronger. But when you compare with the carboxylic acids, if an electron withdrawing group is present on the benzene ring, they activates benzene ring by withdrawing electrons. Here, alkyl group releases electrons to the benzene ring, right? Electron releasing group releases electrons to the benzene ring, whereas electron withdrawing group withdraws electrons from the benzene ring, so that the benzene ring is activated and the acid becomes more stronger. Hence, the acid becomes more stronger. Okay. In this electron releasing group, if it is a compare methyl group, primary, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. What happens? The order. If the electron releasing groups are far away, they deactivate less. Okay. If the electron releasing groups are very nearer, they deactivate more. If electron withdrawing groups are nearer, they activate more. If the electron groups are more far away, they deactivate more. Okay, students? Next, let us see an example. Let us see an example. If you take trichloroacetic acid, if you take trichloroacetic acid and if you take acetic acid, what happens? If you compare acetic acid and trichloroacetic acid, 3 chlorines means electron withdrawing groups. 3 chlorines means electron withdrawing groups. Here, electron releasing group is present. Here, electron withdrawing group is present, and here, electron releasing group is present. What happens? Here, trichloroacetic acid is more stronger because of the electron withdrawing nature, and we can discuss about the inductive effect also. We can discuss about the inductive effect also, because this trichloroacetic acid has minus I effect. This trichloroacetic acid has minus I effect, so it will be more stronger. When you compare acetic acid, it has an electron releasing groups. No releasing groups, no withdrawing groups. So, the acid will be less stronger. The acid will be less stronger. Okay, what is inductive effect? The polarity of the carbon chain induces, the polarity of electronegative atom attached to a carbon chain induces through the carbon chain. Do you remember, students? If the carbon is attached to electronegative atom, that polarity induces throughout the carbon chain. That is called inductive effect, and it is of two types, plus I effect and minus I effect. Okay, let us discuss with other example. If you compare formic acid, if you compare formic acid and acetic acid, if you compare formic acid and acetic acid, formic acid is 10 times stronger than acetic acid. It is a very important point. Formic acid is 10 times stronger than acetic acid, because in this case no electron releasing group is present. So, the acid is more stronger. In this case, electron releasing group, methyl group is present. So, the acid is less stronger. So, this is a weak acid. Okay, this will be a stronger acid. Okay, students. Next, let us see the next one. Let us see the next one. For example, if you take CH3COOH, acetic acid, and if you compare acetic acid with benzoic acid, COOH, if you compare acetic acid with benzoic acid, what happens? Here, COOH group is attached to electron releasing group, right? It is less stronger acid. Less stronger acid. Whereas, here COOH group is attached to a carbon. Okay, benzene ring means if you write with bonds, this carbon is sp2 hybridized. Okay, so it is more acidic. We can recognize one more point here. What it says that COOH group attached to a carbon which is sp3 in nature. Here sp3 natured carbon is attached. Here sp2 natured carbon is attached. So that what happens here, this is more acidic when compared to acetic acid, which is less stronger acid than benzoic acid, because benzoic acid contains sp2 carbon and acetic acid contains sp3 carbon. Let us compare. If you take these two acids, meta-nitrobenzoic acid and para-nitrobenzoic acid, meta-nitrobenzoic acid, para-nitrobenzoic acid, what happened? Here both these are electron withdrawing groups. Electron, this is also an both these are electron withdrawing groups. Okay, but it is present in the meta position. Hence it is a meta isomer. Here it is present in the para position. Hence it is a para isomer. Do you know about the position of the positions of benzene ring, students? Let me discuss once. This position is ortho and the main position is called ipso position. The main position is called ipso position and this position is ortho. And this one is meta position, this one is para position, and again this one is meta position, and this one is ortho position. Okay, there is a difference between meta and para. In para, you form a more stabilized resonating structures. Sorry, in para, you form a more stabilized resonating structures, whereas in the case of meta, you do not find any that much stabilized structures which is found in para position. That's why the para isomer is more stronger than when compared to the meta isomer of benzoic acids. Let us explain. The acidity is very important, students. COOH group. Here, why acid is that much acidic? Let me tell one more important point. C double bond OH. Okay, here the 2 electrons are donated here so that the oxygen gets partial positive charge. So what it does, what it try to do, it will attract the 2 electrons from OH bond pair to form a carboxylate ion. That's why proton is removed easily. You are getting my point, students? Why COOH group is more stronger? Why it is more acidic? Stronger acid means which releases proton easily. If the oxygen donates its lone pair electron towards this side, it gets a partial positive. Hence, it tries to pull the electrons which are present between the oxygen and hydrogen bond, so that you will get C double bond O minus. Right? H plus is easily released. Here, another important point, students, the carboxylate ion. The carboxylate ion which is formed, here is more acidic than the parent acid because of the resonance stabilized structures. The carboxylate ion which is formed here is more acidic than the parent acid because of the resonance stabilized structure. Okay, here a charge separation is observed, but in the case of carboxylate ions, plus and minus charge separation is observed, but whereas in the case of carboxylate ions, charge separation is not observed. That's why the carboxylate ion is more stronger than the parent acid. For example, if you consider phenol also. Phenol, if you remove proton, you will get phenoxide ion. But the resonating structures of phenoxide ion are more stronger than the parent phenol, because if you write the resonating structures of phenol and phenoxide ion, in phenoxide ion the resonating structures do not have charge separation. We will observe only one charge, that is negative charge. Whereas in phenol, there is a charge separation is observed. We observe a charge separation. Okay? Now let us solve few more examples. If you compare CCl3COOH, CF3COOH, CH3COOH, if they ask acidity order for acetic acid, trichloroacetic acid and trifluoroacetic acid. Acetic acid, which has electron releasing group, is least acidic. Acetic acid, which has an electron releasing group, is least acidic. Whereas in trichloroacetic acid, we have an electronegative group, but which is less electronegative than trifluoroacetic acid. If you compare trichloroacetic acid and trifluoroacetic acid, trifluoroacetic acid is more stronger because of the more electronegative nature of trifluoroacetic acid than trichloroacetic acid. Due to the more electronegative nature of trifluoroacetic acid, this will be the strongest acid than trichloroacetic acid. Okay, in this way we can discuss many examples of relative strengths between carboxylic acid students because of the formation of pi electron cloud. Do you remember? Here in this case what happens? If you observe the structure, it is every carbon of the carboxyl carbon and oxygen are 120 degrees apart. So they definitely undergo sp2 hybridization, as I said in previous session. So they form 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Right? So, one sp2 hybrid orbital of carbon overlap with the other sp2 hybrid orbital of oxygen to form a sigma bond. Again, one orbital of sp2 hybrid orbital of carbon and another sp2 orbital of oxygen overlap to form a sigma bond. Okay. Another sp2 orbital of carbon overlap with another sp3 orbital of carbon, okay, to form a sigma bond. But here what happens is the p orbitals, unhybridized p orbitals which are remaining here may overlap this side to form a pi bond between C and O and overlap this side to form a pi bond between this C and O. Hence, we will get a pi electron cloud. We will get a pi electron cloud. Not in this way. Let me show in this way. Pi electron cloud. So, pi bond may form here between this carbon and oxygen or this carbon and oxygen. Pi electron cloud. Due to this pi electron cloud, it makes The carbon more resonance stabilized. More resonance stabilized means easily the proton can be removed and it will be more acidic. I have taken much time to explain the acidity of carboxylic acids because it is very, very important topic. Today we have discussed about the preparations. What are those preparations? Kolbe reaction, Friedel-Crafts reactions are very important. Okay, in Friedel-Crafts reaction you have to take excess carbonyl chloride. Lower carbonyl chloride leads to benzophenone. Okay students, thank you for watching this session. See you in the next session.